Hi, my name is Jessie, and I am your virtual presenter. Let me quickly introduce Flexible Women and Me Empowerment to you. Is an organization owned by Lady Flex. Is an organization that fight against domestic violence and help domestic violence victims to recover and get back to their normally life. We can also help you build your life by helping you to find a course you can do with diploma and also help you find a suitable job. We can help you get to your dream. You will be surprised to find yourself again by getting to know new things about yourself and do the things that you never thought it might interest you. And also help you find a suitable job. We can help you get to your dream. You will be surprised to find yourself again by getting to know new things about yourself and do the things that you never thought it might interest you. So let's get started with today's topic. Domestic violence is violence or other abuse that occurs in a domestic setting, such as in a marriage or cohabitation. Domestic violence is often used as a synonym for intimate partner violence, which is committed by one of the people in an intimate relationship against the other person, and can take place in relationships or between former spouses or partners. In its broadest sense, domestic violence also involves violence against children, parents, or the elderly. It can assume multiple forms, including physical, verbal, emotional, economic, religious, reproductive, financial abuse, or sexual abuse. It can range from subtle, coercive forms to marital rape and other violent physical abuse, such as choking, beating, female genital mutilation, and acid throwing that may result in disfigurement or death, and includes the use of technology to harass, control, monitor, stalk or hack. 1. 2. Domestic murder includes stoning, bride burning, honor killing, and dowry death, which sometimes involves non-cohabitating family members. In 2015, the United Kingdom's Home Office widened the definition of domestic violence to include coercive control. Worldwide, the victims of domestic violence are overwhelmingly women, and women tend to experience more severe forms of violence. The World Health Organization, WHO, estimates 1 in 3 of all women are subject to domestic violence at some point. In some countries, domestic violence may be seen as justified or legally permitted, particularly in cases of actual or suspected infidelity on the part of the woman. Research has established that there exists a direct and significant correlation between a country's level of gender inequality and rates of domestic violence, where countries with less gender equality experience higher rates of domestic violence. Domestic violence is among the most underreported crimes worldwide for both men and women. Domestic violence often occurs when the abuser believes that they are entitled to it, or that it is acceptable, justified, or unlikely to be reported. It may produce an intergenerational cycle of violence in children and other family members, who may feel that such violence is acceptable or condoned. Many people do not recognize themselves as abusers or victims, because they may consider their experiences as family conflicts that had gotten out of control. Awareness, perception, definition, and documentation of domestic violence differs widely from country to country. Additionally, domestic violence often happens in the context of forced or child marriages. In abusive relationships, there may be a cycle of abuse during which tensions rise and an act of violence is committed, followed by a period of reconciliation and calm. The victims may be trapped in domestically violent situations through isolation. The cycle of abuse in abusive relationships involves predictable phases of behavior. These stages help identify common patterns and reasons why it can be difficult for victims to leave their situation. Let's explore the 4 stages of this cycle. Tension. During this stage, external stresses such as financial problems or work issues build up for the abuser. Anger grows due to a feeling of loss of control. The abused partner often tries to ease the tension to prevent an abusive episode. They may feel anxious, overly alert, or walk on eggshells around their partner to avoid triggering them. Eventually, the built-up tension leads to an abusive episode. The abuser releases their anger through hurtful behaviors, such as hurling insults, breaking possessions, threatening harm, or committing physical or sexual violence. The goal is to regain a sense of power and control. Reconciliation honeymoon. After the incident, the abuser may feel remorse and seek reconciliation. They apologize, promise change, and may shower the victim with affection. This phase can create hope for improvement and keep the victim invested in the relationship. Calmness. During this period, things seem peaceful. The tension subsides, and the relationship appears stable. However, this calmness is temporary, as the cycle eventually repeats. Abuse can have profound and long-lasting effects on victims, influencing various aspects of their lives. Some of the consequences include physical and mental health. Victims may suffer from physical disabilities, chronic health issues, and mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, and PTSD. Emotional well-being. Emotional abuse can lead to feelings of fear, shame, guilt, and low self-esteem, impacting a person's ability to form healthy relationships. Behavioral changes. Abuse can result in dysregulated aggression and changes in behavior, potentially leading to further complications in social interactions and personal relationships. Financial stability. The experience of abuse can also affect a victim's financial situation, either directly or indirectly, by impacting their ability to maintain employment. It's important to recognize these consequences to provide appropriate support and resources for recovery and healing if you or someone you know is experiencing abuse. Seeking help from professionals or support organizations is crucial for addressing these complex issues. Now that I have explained domestic violence and the damage it can cause to a victim, I hope you will be able to save yourself or someone else. I shall this video for now. Please like and follow this page for the next video on how to avoid it.